The time has come, boys. It's Ultra B time. We just picked up new 2024 Ultra B 74 volt 55 amp hour. What a sick bike. I took the stickers off because I think that really kind of adds to it, but man, this thing is so cool. The seat, so much better than the Light B. It's so much wider, so much comfier. Everything is up on the display, super easy. You have Eco, Sport, and Daily for your modes. Kill switch just like a normal dirt bike. High beams, low beams, lights, horn, reverse, rear brake, front brake. Super, super simple. You can pretty much get away with not even having to buy a controller for this bike right off the bat because you can tune so much of the settings just via the dash, which is awesome. I won't really be getting to that today just because that is a lot of stuff and I don't really have probably the most time. I'm just going to focus on mostly on the riding and just kind of giving my initial take on the first ride of this bike. Right off the bat, I am in kilometers, so that's kind of weird, but whatever. I can tell you the throttle feels ridiculously smooth. So smooth. Just casually just rolls right into the power. The bike itself comes on these 19-inch dirt tires, so riding on pavement right now is definitely a little bit weird, but it's okay. Give it a little speed run here. Wow, this thing is, it just comes right in, but it's so smooth, like it's not jumpy at all. Man, these brakes are just absolutely incredible. This is so sick. He does not like the Ultra B. I don't even think you'll have to upgrade these brakes because they're there, you know, like it actually feels like you have brakes. Let's do a little wheelie test, I guess. Wow, that is super smooth. Definitely different than the Light B, but man, that throttle is so smooth. So smooth. Say on pavement, feels pretty good. I want to try it on some dirt. How about that? That's kind of what this is meant for at the moment. Little jump. Oh man, this suspension is so cushy too. Wow, this is just a night and day difference in comparison to the way that the Light B feels when it comes to riding. Everything about this is just so much more comfortable. I can see why the sales of the Ultra B have drastically increased. This fixes so many of the Light B's kind of quirky things that people didn't really like. It's all in one package. Woo. Man, this thing handles it. The suspension feels good, throttle feels really good, brakes feel good. What is there not to like about this bike? Definitely noticeably more weight, obviously, as you'd assume. I think this weighs about like 50 to 60 pounds more. Comfort-wise, I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10 in comparison to the Light B. If you're tall, I mean, you got plenty of room in here for sure. I don't think there's anything to complain about or worry about when it comes to space. Oh my God, it feels so good. I mean, this is like loose dirt and it just cruises right through. How awesome is that? Give it a little wheelie test. Wow, that weight disappears as soon as you bring that tire up. This bike feels absolutely incredible. How awesome is this? What a nice day. What a beautiful bike. What an awesome riding. But yeah, no, I would have to say that the beauty of this solely is that you can go from, anybody can really jump on this and enjoy it. I mean, you could be someone who rides wheelies, you'll love this bike. You could be someone who just wants to casually cruise, you'll love this bike. You want to be somebody that does like off-road enduro style riding, you'll love this bike. That's like the beauty, I think, of the e-bike platform, but more specifically the Sur-ron, is that you can jump on it and there's so much aftermarket support now that you can change so much and you can really fine-tune this bike into whatever version of it you want. I will say that as of the date of this recording, the aftermarket for this bike is definitely not anywhere close to being as large as the Light B's. I'm gonna take a guess and say within the next year, the aftermarket support for this bike is gonna steadily increase. Aftermarket wise, we have the TC1000 from Torp for this bike, as well as the EBMX X9000. So those are both controller options. You also have the EBMX race battery, as they call it. I think it brings it up to like an 80 volt, pretty crazy, pretty ridiculous. So you do already have a bigger battery option. You do have controller options, obviously foot pegs, stuff like that. You have a couple different options. So there's definitely things coming out for this bike. However, I definitely foresee there being a significant amount more within the next year. So that would be kind of cool to keep your eyes out for. All right, a couple things to talk about on this bike. So right off the bat, of course, we have that big 74 volt, 55 amp hour battery. Big thing that we're really focused on here that's so cool is the fact that these rear brakes and the front brakes are like pretty much full-size moto brake. Another key feature, definitely the seat. I mean, if you look at the width in comparison to my foot, I wear a size 11, so I mean that's at least a little bit more than half or so of my shoe. All right, let's do some mode testing for you guys. So first of all, just wanted to say we got 3 modes, as I said before. We got Eco, Daily, and then Sport. So we'll start in Eco. All right. This is a super safe mode. There is 0 torque. Even if I pull up and try to bounce the suspension, you're not pulling the front of the bike up. Obviously, Eco is going to give you the best amount of range. However, there is quite literally 0 torque. But it's safe, you know, it pulls. We'll try Daily real quick. Okay. Daily definitely has some torque. It definitely pulls. Significant difference between Eco and Daily. And we'll try Sport, or street mode. Definitely the most amount of torque. Definitely has a lot more acceleration. So I would say rating wise, Eco is definitely the least powerful. Dirt or Daily is definitely kind of in the middle. And street or Sport is definitely the most powerful. I mean, that pulls the bike right up at slower speeds. Little mode test for you guys, so you guys kind of know what you're in for. I can definitely see myself doing some mods to this in the future. I think my mod list is definitely going to be putting some street tires on this. Definitely want to get different foot pegs. Probably a 58.2 rear sprocket, just a little bit more torque, and maybe some cosmetic stuff, but I haven't really figured that all out yet, honestly. Maybe some different grips. I cannot express to you how excited I am about this, so just want to give a big shout out to Colton at Boca Scooters for hooking me up with this bike. Couldn't have been more happy. What an awesome guy, runs an awesome shop, has a bunch of awesome employees. Couldn't say enough good things about him. Parker, another guy that's with Boca, awesome kid. He really knows his shit. He's an awesome rider as well. So shout out to everyone that's related to Boca for hooking me up with such a sick bike and for just honestly being genuinely cool guys. If you're looking for an Ultra B, a Light B, any sort of electric bike, moped, scooter, anything, check them out. Awesome guys. For all of you guys that think that this is a big bike or sat on it in a dealership or sat on your buddies or something like that to see if you like the seating position, I can tell you from someone who is, I don't even know how tall I am. I don't know, like 5'6", 5'8", something in there. I don't know. I'm somewhere in there. I'm 5'6" to 5'8". I forget exactly what I am, but yeah. Call me on the comments for capping, but anyway. I'm like 5'6", 5'8". Once you get on this bike and start riding it, it feels so much smaller. Everything about it just feels so much more manageable. Closing thoughts is wow, awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed just a quick little first ride video on the Ultra B. Definitely a lot more to come. I'll definitely start riding this a lot more because it is such an awesome bike. A bunch of mods are going to come definitely later this summer, so hopefully you guys are into that and stick around for that. If you guys want to see more Ultra B content, let me know down in the comments below. All right, boys, till the next video. Peace.